What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and fellow hobbyists? Welcome to this episode of my updates from GW, but it's an episode of There Is Only Warhammer. So, I've got to look away from you at the screen you see before you now, this one here, because I'm running out of paper and various other things. So, this episode is concentrating on Stronghold Assault. So, as you can see, I'm just going to read through it. And another reason is I'm not getting all the stuff lately, like tables and things and whatnot. So there you go. But anyway, here we are. It says, battles in the far future are seldom sought across an even battlefield. The new Warhammer 40,000 includes rules for a variety of different game modes, which can be layered over the top of the core game rules. These make for great narrative battles, either standalone or as part of a campaign. Cool. Today we take a look at one of these, Stronghold Assault. Now I've got the book, the old Stronghold Assault book, which is pretty cool. So let's have a look. All across the 41st millennium, there are fortresses, keeps and strong points that hold vital strategic value. They inevitably become the scenes of battles as attacking forces seek to wrestle control of these fortifications from entrenched defenders. Warhammer 40,000 history is full of epic sieges, heroic last stands against impossible odds, and the fall of great citadels, the defence of Hell's Reach, the Battle of the Fang, and of course the Siege of the Emperor's Palace come to mind. These battles can often make for some of the most enjoyable and memorable cinematic games. Not played any myself at this point in time, those type of games, but I have seen a couple and they do look good. In the new Warhammer 40,000, there are advanced rules to help represent these types of games. These games are quite different from a standard game in a few regards. For a start, players take on opposing roles. In a matched play game, both players will be trying to achieve the same thing. But in Stronghold Assault, the defender is trying to hold his own territory against a numerically superior attacking force, so there are different objectives for each side. This is represented both in the way the battlefield is set up, with mission special rules. There are new stratagems, for example, and they are different for attackers and defenders. And you can see here this table thing I've got in front of me there, like Stronghold Assault stratagems. In Stronghold Assault games, players can use the following additional stratagems depending on whether they are attacker or the defender. Sappers 1 GP. Attacker stratagem. This stratagem is used just before one of your units fights a bunker or fortress. You can add 1 to all wound rolls made for that unit that target a bunker or fortress this fight phase. Right, yeah, I think I got it. Or there's escape hatch defender stratagem. This stratagem is used when one of your bunkers or fortresses is destroyed. Garrisoning models are only slain on a roll of 1 instead of a roll of 1, 2 or 3. Okay, that's pretty cool. These stratagems will be very handy, but you will have to spend those precious command points to use them, which means you'll have fewer for rerolls, counter-offensives and insane bravery. Stronghold Assault will also include rules for things like demolitions, strong point defences and capturing or destroying buildings. Speaking of buildings, these are a big part of Stronghold Assault too, and like some of the Fortress of Redemption, can also show up in other games of Warhammer 40,000 as part of a player's army. These fortified structures use the same profile system as everyone else in Warhammer 40,000, though as you'd expect, they usually don't move. Generally dedicated battlefield structures will be a toughness 10, have over a dozen wounds and a save 3+, so they take some considerable effort to completely destroy, as you might imagine. Well, that makes sense as well. That's a little bit more simplifying as well, which I like. I do like that a lot. Games like this offer a really cool alternative to a standard game of Warhammer 40,000, especially if the narrative side of the setting appeals to you. We'll be back tomorrow to tell you a bit about how transports work in the new Warhammer 40,000. Whoa, yeah. So that's Stronghold Assault. So, yeah, as you can see there, not bad at all. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Comments welcome as always, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now, folks. Bye bye.